Alright, hello everybody. Welcome. My name is Paul Shizaki. I did the Haptic the force feedback. Let me tell you all about it. Okay, so the focus of this is I wanted to sort of deepen the experience you get when you play VR or AR video games. And the way to do this is I wanted to create a glove that essentially helps you interact with the environment. By helps you interact with the environment, it allows you to feel whatever the environment is. So if you're grabbing an object, your hand will be stopped in that same motion because you can feel what you're grabbing in the game world. So essentially to make the glove, it's a lot of like 3D modeling and 3D printing. So here's a little 3D model of the wrist holder that I'm using right now. You can see it's hollow in the inside because I use 5 wire spindles. So wire is fed throughout the entire length of the hand, and they're housed in these little housing units with the cap right there at the bottom. All these things all my mounts I'm going to show you were made in Fusion 360. It's 3D designed, and then I printed them using a 3D printer. Now the next system, here's a servo mouse. This is the actual, this is what stops your hand from moving. So the wire gets fed. This is probably a better one. The wire gets fed through the opening at the bottom, travels under the servo, up through a wire clamper, and then out through the exit. And the servo's purpose at this point is to just clamp down on the wire clamper, so it stops feed from going and essentially stops your finger from going any further. Now to show you a little bit more detail how this works, I made a little bit transparent so you can see kind of all the holes and intricacies with it. First, the wire, it feeds through this little hole right here. It goes underneath the servo, which rests right here. Travels underneath there, goes up through that hole. At that point, this is where the wire clamper will sit. Up through there, and then out through the final hole. The servo itself, like I said, fits right there. And there's a little hole right there to mount a screw. And these 2 holes right there are just used so I can tie just a little string at the bottom so I can attach it to my wrist. And this larger hole out is where the servo wires can get fed through, so I can actually plug it into something electronic. And these are really simple. The wire still needs to get fed to the tip of my finger because that's what I'm trying to stop. So I just made some very simple 3D printed rings and some tip joints right here that will just grip the wire at the very end that I wear on each of my finger. And you can kind of just see how it looks in my hand. When it's all kind of assembled, that's what it looks like. The glove with all of the housing units, the servos, the 3D printed mounts. And now to actually play the game or to interact with it, I have Elite Motion, which is a motion sensing device that tracks your hand in free space. You can read each individual finger. It's really easy to integrate either on its own or in a video game engine like Unity 3D, which I'm using. To control the servos that are stopping the wire feed, I'm just using an Arduino Uno. I bought a really cheap proto board, soldered some header connections into there, soldered an extra power middle jack just to power each servo because I couldn't do it all in the Arduino without burning it out. So there's an extra power cable. Both the Elite Motion and the Arduino connect to my computer via the serial cable. That allows me to kind of play with the game. So essentially, the way this demo works is when you can kind of see it right there at the top, but when it grabs something, you can see the servos move, and it just helps clamp the wires down. Makes it gives you a little more feedback. It helps you feel it. And if the actual demo that I want to display works, I don't have to do the second video. So let's open up this right here. There we go. So as you can see right now on the screen, my hand is getting tracked from the Elite Motion. You can see it kind of read each individual finger. Because it's just the design of the mount, it's kind of hard to move. But so I'm going to grab the sphere right now. It might be hard to hear, but the servos will turn on as soon as I do. So it's grabbed, the servos are on, they're kind of making an annoying noise, and they just sort of get rid of the sphere and shove that away. And then just sort of just play a game, just try to throw that sphere into that little basket at the end. All this is made in the Unity 3D engine. A lot of the physics in this game are also done with a tertiary engine called the Interact engine, which helps interface with all the leap motion and interface with all the collidable objects. So that's essentially how the game itself works and how it interacts with the glove. Now, going back to the PowerPoint, this secondary demo just sort of shows what I just showed right there. It's also a demo of what it looks like when the ball goes in, which is really exciting. I can't control the actual duration. As you can see, the ball went in. So moving on. The glove itself isn't too unreasonable. It's all the parts really used though are kind of just cheap knockoff parts that you could find really cheap. The only thing of really any notable cost is the leap motion, which is $80. It's an off-the-shelf. I bought mine at Fry's. And then most of the stuff like the servos, 3D filament used for the printing, they're just kind of micro costs that kind of all add up to that like $137 total. There is an alternative design you can use with this. So instead of using the leap motion, you can use a gyro and accelerometer IMU. Attach those to each fingers. I found very cheap ones that are like about $2 to $3 each. And the way those works is it reads XYZ acceleration and gyroscopic coordinate position, yaw pitch roll. And if you can figure out the math of that, the double integral and the changing gravity vector, you can actually reposition from those sensors. And if you could get all of that working, then you could eliminate the leap motion entirely and bring the whole budget underneath $100. So the way, or at least in my testing, is that like the game works, the Arduino works, all of the stuff does what isn't intended. However, it's the problem is actually sort of the design and the full-on implementation of it. This doesn't sit on my wrist very well. It moves very constantly, and they have to be very planted in order to really feel the pressure of the wire being stopped. And the wire feed isn't very great just because the wire doesn't have very much room to travel underneath the servo, so it gets caught a little bit. You can see my pinky right now, there's this little extra slap that shouldn't be there. The wire grippers, it's not that they're not strong, it's that the wire is too thin. So even when the clampers are clamped down, it's still not that much force to really stop it. You can feel the difference, but there's already a lot of tension just trying to get the string to get pulled from the servo. And it doesn't feel that much different when it's through the clamper, and you can still pull through it regardless. So a thicker wire would solve that problem. But as a proof of concept, the glove does do what it's intended to do, just not very well. And that's pretty much it. That's all I had to say. Is there any questions?
Questions?
Please don't.
Okay, thank you.